Good afternoon, NEA. My name is Saud Ramos from the ESP Quality Department. My apologies for not being able to deliver this land acknowledgement live, but I'm currently in Washington State working with our WEA ESP members on their ESP Bill of Rights campaign and will be on a flight back home during this meeting time. I would like to start by acknowledging and honoring all ancestral stewards and their descendants of this land on which we meet, reside, work, educate, and organize in an effort to acknowledge what has been buried by honoring the truth. I reside in Worcester, Massachusetts, the unceded territory of the Nipmuc or freshwater people. The Nipmuc Nation has a rich history in Worcester County with their presence predating written records. The original inhabitants lived in areas such as Pacachog, Tataysit, and Wigham Hill, and unfortunately, through various treaties and unregulated settlement, much of their land was lost to English families, significantly impacting their community and culture. As I mentioned earlier, I am currently in Tacoma, Washington, the traditional homeland of the Puyallup and Nisqually tribes, and on lands with deep significance to other coastal Salish tribes. It is also important to mention that there are 29 federally recognized tribes throughout Washington, as well as the Duwamish, Wanapum, and Chinook, who are not federally recognized, but have a long history in present-day Washington. I also want to honor my ancestors, the Taino people of my place of birth, the beautiful island of Boriquén, better known today as Puerto Rico. Taino traditions reflect a rich indigenous heritage of spiritual rituals, communal living, agriculture, and artistic expression that continue to influence Puerto Rican and Caribbean culture today. Tainos lived in organized villages called yucayeques, led by chiefs known as caciques, and their society was matrilineal with power and status inherited through the mother's line, which meant that both men and women could take leadership roles, and their communities were tightly knit around social, political, and spiritual gatherings centralized in ceremonial plazas called batejes. The Taino were skilled artisans who crafted pottery, stone carvings, jewelry, and woven textiles. And Taino livelihoods were based on sustainable farming of crops like cassava, corn, sweet potatoes, and tropical fruits. And they supplemented their diet with fishing and hunting and utilized advanced agricultural techniques such as raised planting beds, also known as conucos, to maintain fertile soil. Their houses, known as bohíos, were circular and built with natural materials arranged around the batey, where social and ceremonial life thrived. The Taino language, a branch of the Arawakan family, influenced many Spanish and English words still used today. So if you've ever paddled a canoe, napped in a hammock, savored a barbecue, smoked tobacco, or tracked a hurricane across Cuba, you have paid tribute to the Taino, the native people who invented those words long before 1492. And although colonization caused severe disruption, Taino traditions have survived and are being revived through cultural festivals, educational efforts, archaeological preservation, and community-led ceremonies. Taino traditions encompass a holistic way of life grounded in reverence for nature, community cohesion, and spiritual depth, many aspects of which continue to inspire and shape Caribbean cultures and identities today. And embracing this legacy fosters respect for Indigenous heritage and highlights the resilience of a vibrant people whose spirit endures. So as we honor America's first people and all elders, past, present, and emerging, and we are called on to learn and share what we learn about the tribal history, culture, and contributions that have been hidden from view in the story of America, we must also acknowledge and continuously work to dismantle the ongoing violence and repression of indigenous peoples and our cultures, past and present, with gratitude of the lands on which we work and live. Thank you and have a great meeting.